It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thank you so much for joining us again. We're joined by the mayor of Beverly Hills. His name is Jimmy Delshad. And if you go to Beverly Hills in mid-April, my guess is the city will smell very fragrant thanks to a very innovative plan adopted by the city, the chamber. Talk to me about your new perfume.
Well, we decided Beverly Hills is a great city, great brand.
And that's the key. It's a great brand.
And why not use the brand to do something to benefit Beverly Hills itself? So we've done a lot of things like 90210 celebration. We have a taste of Beverly Hills. We had many other occasions, and one was missing, and that was perfume.
But you've licensed the name. I mean,
Yes.
that really is, I know a lot of folks have talked about doing that in terms of school districts or municipalities, but you've licensed the name, and that will bring revenue into the city in these very tough fiscal times.
Yeah, the name as well as the shield of the sign of Beverly Hills. So that's been phenomenal acceptance. Everyone is excited to get it. We're going to have it available sometime middle of April.
So let's talk about it. What's the perfume called?
Well, there are three names to that perfume. One is Must Have. The Must Have is the perfume for early days. Okay. When they get up in the morning,
listen
and
to
you
this.
want to have
this
that.
man's talking about perfume. I love it.
And when you want to have something really nice and refreshing, it's called Must Have.
Okay.
Then we have one for a little bit at night.
Right.
It's called Rodeo. That's when you go to all the red carpets and you go to all the special places.
Of course.
And then there is another one called Iconic, and that's gonna be for the nighttime.
And let's talk about how the fragrances will smell. They will use what?
They're actually using a lot of local perfumes from Beverly Hills that are created from
native flowers.
Native flowers. For example, I think we have wild rose. From
California
here,
wild rose,
California
peony,
California sweet peas, wild cedar. All of these are California ones. But when we did a little bit above that, we said perfume smells great and all that, but it's got to look Beverly Hills-ish.
Oh, of course, but of course. And what does that mean?
Well, we took an architect that's designing our Annenberg Cultural Center, our music center that's coming up, and we use the same concept on these bottles. So these bottles have very special cover on them, and these covers are like the envelopes and the letters that were used to be sent to the post office of Beverly Hills, because that's the center of, we're going to be the Annenberg Center. So we use that one together.
This is just too good to be true. I don't even know what to say.
I'm telling you, it smells great.
But let's back up for a second and talk about the whole process, because yes, this is wonderful. It'll bring money into the city. We'll all smell beautiful. How did this happen?
Well, what happened is that years ago, I came up with the idea that 90210 has a lot of value.
Right. Beverly
Hills has a lot of value. Everybody else using our name. They having Beverly Hills 90210 show, then they have Beverly Hills Cup, and they have Chihuahua, everything. I said, why not use it for ourselves? Why not take this shield and be able to brand it, bring something to Beverly Hills fame, and the idea is refreshing brand. Any city that doesn't refresh its brand, it will go stale.
And the great thing is that the mayor of Beverly Hills before me, who's unfortunately, in my opinion, leaving office, will be traveling for the launches throughout the world. You may be going to...
I'm going to go to Dubai, and because that's a center of elegance in Middle East.
No doubt. I want to thank you, Jimmy Delshad, so much for joining us. The perfumes will be released in mid-April. You can go to the David Orgel store on Rodeo Drive. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thanks for watching HLN.